Hey, what's up guys, this is Ashik from blog2.com, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how you can use the testimonial widget of the Elementor Pro plugin. This widget has been recently added to the list. In fact, few days ago, 2 or 3 days ago, this widget has been added. This is very useful widget according to me. Let me show you. I have created 2 different examples using this widget, and in this tutorial I'll show you how to create both of them, and I'll show you everything you need to know about that particular widget. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so this is the first one, the full width slider testimonial. Okay, as you can see, we can give some animation, we can change the color. Okay, and we'll see more about it. We can change many different things over here. Let's see the second one. This is the second one. This was a slider type and this is not a slider type, and I'll also show you how to change this background color into a gradient color. As you can see, this is a mixture of 2 different colors and this looks amazing. And similarly, matching to this color, the gradient color, I have changed the border color for all these 3, and I have also changed the designation color and so on. And there is a background color, a white background color, and this really looks awesome. Very useful one. Now before proceeding further, make sure you subscribe to my channel and also click on that bell icon so that you don't miss any future videos. Also give a thumbs up to this video if it is helpful. This testimonial widget is only available for Elementor Pro. It is not available with the free plugin. So what you have to do, go open a new tab, type in blog2.com/Elementor. This link is also given in the video description below. Okay, so first you have to purchase the full version, the pro version. Only then you can use this, and it is worth it, guys. Believe me, this pro version is worth it. I have made many different videos, and I'm making more videos, and in future I'll be making many more videos of how to use this pro version. Okay, so what you have to do, click on buy now button. Okay, you have 3 different plans over here: personal, business, unlimited. If you have only one site, you should go with the personal one. If you have 3 different sites, then you should go with business one. If you have unlimited sites, then you can go with the unlimited plan. This is basically for web developers, freelancers, and those kind of people. For you and I, it should be personal or business. Whatever you have, you can just click on buy now and purchase this thing. If you don't know how to install pro version on your website, there is a video link given in the video description below. You can watch that video, it will really help you. Okay, so let's come back to this section. Okay, so let's create our testimonials. For that, first I'll create a page so that I can show you everything. Okay, let's name it anything. For example, let's name it test, and let's select a page template, page builder blank. You can select any page template according to your choice. Now click on this button which says edit with Elementor. Okay, so we have a blank page. Now let's see what we have to do. We have to create this slider first. So what you have to do, under Pro Elements, you will see your testimonial carousel. Just drag this thing over here. Okay, so by default this is how it looks. Now let me go through each and every options. The first one are the slide options, and we have 3 different slides over here. As you can see, if you want to duplicate a slide, you just click on this button. If you want to delete a slide, you click on this X button. Okay, now let's expand this item and see what all things are there. So this is the content. If you want to change the content from here, you can change the content. Okay, you can type it anything. Okay, as you can see, your text comes over here. Okay, so let me just undo all those things. So I want the same content. If you want, you can add an image. Let me show you. Click on that button. Let's add this image. Click on insert media. So we have our image over there. You can change the name to my name or your name, whatever name you want. You can change the title, the designation. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just duplicate this thing 3 times. Okay, so I have 3 things over here. Okay, so this was the very basic setting about slides, the name, title, and so on. Now skin, default or bubble, I'll select default one. Okay, now layout, this is very important. This is the inline one. Now if you want image tagged one, you can select this one. This is how it will look. Image above, this is the one which I have used over here. This is the image above one, so I'll select image above. You have many options: image left, image right. You can select whatever you like. Okay, I have selected the image above one. Slides per view, you have to set it to default because we want to make it slider, but when we'll make this one, we'll set it to 1. Okay, but now we'll make it slider. We will make it to default. You can increase or decrease the width over here. As you can see, I have decreased the width, so all the content are divided into 3 different lines. So here also I'll just decrease the width to maybe 73 pixels or whatever you like. Okay, now we have some additional options. Let's see what are those. First is the arrows. So as you can see, these are the arrows. If you don't want the arrows, you can hide them. I want them. You cannot see it now because it is white and we cannot see that with that background. When I'll go to style options, you can see it better. Now if you want these dots, you can select it from here. If you want fractions, you can select fractions. So when you select fractions, you get this 2/3. Okay, you can also select progress. So at the top you can see the progress. I want the dots. You can select the transition duration. This is in milliseconds, so this is at present to half a second. If you want it to autoplay, you can select yes. Autoplay speed, pause interaction, image size full. Fine. So these were the basic options about this particular widget. Now let's go to style. First one is the space between. Let's increase and decrease and let's see what happens. Nothing happens because we have one single column, and this is basically to increase the space between the columns. Now this is important, the background color, but we don't want to change anything from here because as you can see, we will change the whole section background color. And here when you change the background color, you only this portion background color changes. We'll see this option over here. As you can see, only this portion background color is changed, so that option will be used over there, but now we don't need this, so just clear it off. Border size, if you want any border, you can select. Now let me select 5 pixels. So as you can see, you see a 5 pixel border over here. We don't want anything, so let's put 0. If you want, if you have border, you can also change that border color. Obviously you can add a padding. For example, let's me put 50. So as you can see, it has got 50 pixels padding from all the sides, but we don't want that also, so I'll make it 0 again. Border radius, we don't want that. Go to content. So here you can change all the settings about this content, these 3 different lines. So if you want to increase or decrease the gap, you can do so. You can also change the color of the text also. Okay, as you can see, I want it dark gray, so I'll put it this. You can change the typography, okay, the size of the font and so on, whatever you like it. I want the default settings are better. Fine. You can increase the line height. As you can see, the line height increases the height or the space between different lines. But this was the content. Now here is the name option. So this is the name Nair Sheikh. You can increase or decrease the size. You can change the color. For example, if you want to make it green, you can make it green. If you want to make it some different color, red, whatever you like it, pink, you can make that. You can also change the typography setting to increase or decrease the size, change the weight, change the style of the font, whatever. This is the title. You can also do the same settings with the title. Now let's come to image. Okay, so here first option is the image size. You can increase or decrease the size of the image. So we want to increase the size to maybe 200. Okay, image gap, if you want to add a gap. Border, yes, we do want a border, but we don't want a black border. We want to change the color to maybe blue or maybe red, whatever color you like. So let's make this. You can change the color to anything you want. Now border width, if you want to increase the border width, you can do so. Okay, I want a very thin one, so this looks much better. Border radius, okay, so this will change the shape of this particular image. The more you increase it, the more circular it will become. As you can see, when you put it to 100%, it will become a perfect round shape. Now navigations, okay, so navigation includes these arrows, these dots and everything. First is the arrow settings. You have to increase the size of the arrow, fine, and also change the color to dark gray. Now I hope you can see the arrows. Okay, you can also increase the size of these dots, so let's increase that. And you can also change the color over here, so you can change it to blue if you want. As you can see, now we have a blue. Fine, so these were all the basic settings about this slider type of testimonial. Now let's click on save. Let's add a background color like we have done over here. Okay, so select this edit section, go to style, select classic background color, give it white. Okay, now we have a white background color and this looks terrific, man. This really looks awesome. And we need to add some padding. Okay, so let's add 50 pixels. Okay, so this looks much better. Click on save. Okay, now let's see how this looks in a new page. So click on this X button, click on view page. Okay, so this is how it looks, really amazing. Now you can also add some animations if you want. Okay, so here under advanced, first let's select this one, select this testimonial, go to advanced. Here is the entrance animation. Let's select any one of these. For example, let's select this shake, and as you can see, the animation is done. You can increase or decrease the duration of the animation. You can make it slow, fast. For example, if you make it slow, this is what happens. Fine, so you can just click on save. Let's refresh this page. Okay, you can see the animation over here. Now let's add this testimonial. This is the most beautiful testimonial section which I have seen. This is really beautiful, really amazing. Okay, so let's do that. Again, come back over here. The beginning procedure are almost the same. Okay, so first what you have to do, you have to bring your testimonial carousel over here. Now we want only one item over here, so we'll delete both the items. We'll change the image to whatever you like. Click on insert media. Fine, you can change the name, title from here. Skin, default layout, we want image above, center align, that's fine. This slide per view, we want only one because we don't want to make it slide actually. Go to additional options, just hide the arrows and just switch off this autoplay. Go to style. This is the slide options, not needed because we don't have a slide. Go to image, increase the size of the image. Okay, you can add a border to the image. You can change the color of the border to whatever color you like. Fine. We have border width if you want to increase the width of the border. Okay, it's all up to you. Border radius, we have seen what that is. Now click on save. Go to advanced. Fine, now go to background color. We need to change the background color as I said you earlier. Go to classic, select the color, select white. So we have a white background color. You can also add a border color to this particular thing. Let me show you how. Select border, select solid instead of border type solid, and you can increase or decrease the width. Let me make it maybe 2 pixels or 3 pixels. Let's change the color to green. Okay, so as you can see, we have a green border color. You can also increase the radius of this to make it more circular. Let's make it 50, and as you can see, the corners have become rounded. Okay, so click on save. You can here also you can add animations if you want. Fine, go to element style, entrance animation, or maybe for this we want a fade in from left. Now what I will do, we'll copy this or duplicate this column 2 more times. Fine, so this is how it looks like. Now select this one, and for this we'll change the animation. This is fade in left. We want this, the extreme right one, to fade in from right. Okay, not this one, this one. Go to advanced, fade in right, and this one we want maybe fade in from left, the middle one. Okay, select that, go to advanced, and maybe fade in from down. Fine, so this looks much better. Okay, so we have a background color like this. I just changed some settings over here if you noticed. Okay, so just to show you how it looks. If you want the exact same, then I'll show you that also, don't worry. Okay, so first just delete all these things. Delete the border, we don't want a border for that. If you need this, delete also the radius. Okay, so let me delete this column first, this column. Okay, so this is how it looks like, exactly like this one. Also we need to decrease the size of this text. Okay, so go to content, in fact go to style, content, typography, and change this size to whatever you like. Okay, 18 pixels, click on save. Fine. Now duplicate this row. Okay, so this looks exactly like this. Click on save. Just minimize this just to see how it looks like. Okay, now let's add this background color. So just bring this back, select this edit section, go to style, background color. Now instead of classic, select gradient. Okay, now we have to select the two color. First we have at the top blue and at the bottom the pink color. Okay, so this is how it looks like. We also need to add some space, so go to padding, 50 pixels padding from all the sides. If you want to increase the padding, you can do so. This bottom color is very dark, I want to make it lighter, so I'll select second color and I'll decrease the opacity, and as you can see, this looks much better. Click on save. Okay guys, so this is it for this tutorial. This is how you use the testimonial widget. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Also give a thumbs up to this video. If you have any doubt, if you want to ask me anything, you can leave a comment in the comment section below. I'll be happy to help you guys. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching this video.